Asia, are you ready? Excellent. So, hi, it's me. This is part 2, second session of the unboxing at the Suffragette Secret Speakeasy. And I've got all these packages over here that are new acquisitions, and these guys are going to open this up. So we'll start with our newest helper for the museum, Amanda. Yay, you really stepped in it this time, didn't you? You're like, wow, random thing, and now you're doing. So go ahead, I'll mix this up like a 40-second sweet shell game. That's my bad mixing. I hope you were confused. Yes. Good. There you go. Yep, pick anything you want to open. Excellent. And then go ahead. That's my bad mixing. You open it? Yeah, go ahead. Go. There you go. Pretend it's Christmas and Hanukkah.
Oh, wow.
There you go.
Yeah,
And there you go. Yeah, I've been curious about that one. The feel of it is really. So you opened up, oh my God. Is this what I think it is? This is what I think it is. Okay, you're going to be very happy you opened this. What's your name? George. George, you opened up the picture, the original stereoscope slides, and the oldest picture ever of Abraham Lincoln. Yeah, this is the one of the oldest pictures you can find of Abraham Lincoln. A stereo picture. I'm actually on the board of the Stereo Society. This one is a very strange one. It's actually a hanging, but it's a fake hanging. So these are the Lincoln stereo cards. These are extremely hard to find. And this one is actually a faux hanging. Don't ask me why they did this, but I was like, okay, let's get that one too. So yeah, so we've had 3D since Abraham Lincoln, believe it or not. And in fact, we've had it even longer than that. Yeah, that is a huge, cool one for you to open. So, wow, I'm very impressed. Let's see who's next. Who opens it up? Excellent. Film. Cartoons. Oh, this is such a cute one. This is in a cartoon studio, so it's kind of like a cartoon of a cartoon studio. So it shows you how cartoons are made. This is going to be such a huge one for the music. Like every time I do my history of animation, which I actually went to Pixar and lectured on the history of animation. So maybe next time I'll play this film. That is a really cool one. This is a really cute one. When we do we're going to do a history of film and photography, probably in May, and we'll probably play this film. This is a core, by the way, not a reel. It's on a core, not a reel, which is kind of a cheap way to put a film. Instead of having a reel, they put it on these little plastic things, which cost nothing, instead of reels, which were more expensive. Oh, what's your name? Sienna opened up this one, so yeah, every time we do that show, you'll be like, I was going to test it before it yeah, and I'll be jealous.
This is
oh my God, this is perfect for you.
I was a fan of Dr.
I know, I could have told that. Yeah, I know, you're one of the, oh, this is Ida. Ida is our Star Trek fan. She donated tons of Star Trek stuff to the museum. She's into, I'm sure, Hitchhiker's Guide. Am I right? Yeah, I guess that one right. And of course, Dr. Demento, which when I was a little kid, you would stay up late and you'd hear the Dr. Demento show, which was this underground radio where you got to hear all the craziest stuff, including, hold on, I'll bring it. You have to see this record. Oh, by the way, Lou is going to be jealous. He's going to be like, fish heads, roly-poly fish. Who knows that song? Fish heads, eat them up, yum. Fish heads. Revolver Records on 8th Street, $4.95 for a record that the song is not only Fish Heads, which is done by Barnes & Barnes, who were very famous. They worked with, I think it was the Lost in Space guy. They did the video has him in it. It is a fish head. So Dr. Demento used to play this song, and as a DJ, it's the hardest thing. You're like, where do I put the needle? It's a fish head. It's too funny. Yeah, you gotta love it.
On the other side. There's a rumor that Eddie Haskell was one of the members of Barnes & Barnes.
I find that easy to believe. It was just one of these legendary bands. They were record producers that just went nuts. But Dr. Demento is still around. I believe he lives in California. and he still does this. You can find him on the web. Check it out. His shows are amazing, and he does really cool underground radio. And it's where all of us, I became a DJ, and I ended up DJing on 7 college radio stations. And these are the guys that inspire people, you know, people. They're just, you can't hold a candle to this guy. He's unbelievable.
And I got a Disney record.
Oh, I was wondering when somebody would open this. What's your name?
Rose.
Rose, when's your birthday?
March 27th.
You're kidding!
Oh,
Holy moly!
Happy
You birthday record.
Yeah.
So everyone, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Rose. Happy birthday to you. So if you don't know, in the museum, I've noticed the pattern. For the first year, it was spooking me like crazy because I couldn't believe it. And then I wasn't telling anyone because it spooked me. But I noticed at least 80% of people opened up a package that had to do with them in some way. It was uncanny, you know, in some way. And then eventually people were like gasping, going, "Oh my God, my father used to do this," or "I'm from this town," or something like that. And I realized I'm supposed to tell people the package is picking the person, not the person picking the package. And those of you who've been here often know it, because there have been, my favorite was the little girl who opened up something that had to do with her family, and she freaked out. Said, "Mommy, Daddy used to do this." So that's really funny that it was your birthday just a few days ago. And then film. Oh, it's from my buddy. Yeah, so this came from my buddy from Greece, and he always gets me really, really great stuff. Oh, this is The Devil in the Deep Blue Sea. And God, what is this one?
Excellent. Go to sleep, my baby.
Is that, yeah?
That says on the side.
Oh, okay, good. So it's one of these are like soundies. The soundies were played on, they were kind of like music videos that were completely silly and ridiculous, often in these machines called Scopitones, where you put in money and you get a 16mm film played, like a jukebox for 16mm films. Yeah. Oh, what's your name?
Molly.
Molly, you opened up, these are really cool. We're going to try to play one of these because they're all cheesy, fun, ridiculous. I don't know why they did this. It was like during the 40s and early 50s.
Where would you find them?
The machines?
Yeah.
Anywhere, just like you'd find a jukebox. Yeah. It was a video, it was a film, and I couldn't understand because you see how I have to string up the projector every time. I'm like, how does a machine in a jukebox, how does it do that? It's creepy. It looks like the Matrix. You remember how the Matrix has the pipes coming out of the people and they're all floating in that fluid and everything? The films look like the Matrix in those pods. That's what so the machine is about this big. I want to get one for the museum, but my Manhattan apartment won't fit it. But it literally has like a circular thing like this. And it has film going all around. When you put your money in, this thing turns, and the films are all spooled upwards. So the film reel is here, and then you see the film strip going up like that. And I'm like, it looks like the umbilical cords going up in the air. It would just look creepy, like the Matrix. I was like, wow, that's weird. But somebody thought of making a machine like this and making it so you don't have to string it up. It strings itself up. Yeah, very, very cool machine. So that's the last one. Excellent. A stereo. Oh my God, this is so funny. I couldn't even believe they made a stereo card of this. So all my life, I have to constantly, or most of my life, look for alternate. Oh, and this is Amanda. Look for alternate side of the street parking regulations because of these machines. This is a city street cleaner stereoscope slide. So these are what went down the streets in New York and all over the country. Look how crazy that is. Yeah, that goes down the street, man. You're not going to the other side of the street. You're moving out of the country. That's an ugly looking machine, man. That's frightening. Yeah, that was the street cleaning machines back then. Yeah, that's just crazy. That's a really cool one. This one is going to make kids laugh for years to come. So excellent job, guys. Yay. So put all the ones over here with the boxes. Amanda, where was the box for that? Bye, guys.